Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name's Kathy. We have an update for you on the status of the activities that are currently ongoing in Ada County regarding the what I've called Mount Everest of documents that were sealed in the case styled as State of Idaho versus Brian C. Kohberger from the public. One needs to only look at the 105-page case summary page maintained from the Clerk of Court's office to learn just how many documents were sealed during the pendency of the case. As you are aware, Judge Stephen J. Hippler rendered a ruling on the 4th of August, and it gave both sides 14 additional days to determine which of a series of sealed documents, sealed based on requests from the defense and the state from the beginning of June through July 24th, one day after the closure of the case. Judge Hippler's order gave both parties instructions on what objections should look like to continue to keep these documents sealed from public disclosure. And if you go to the court docket, you can read the order to see what those instructions were, what was deemed an acceptable objection, what was not, and to learn with specificity what the documents in what I call stage 1 of consideration for being unsealed is. Because again, documents have been sealed from January of 2023 on through the closure of the case. In looking at the case summary page, page number 105 of 105, i.e. the last page, you will now see two entries dated August 18th, 2025. That was updated on August 20th, 2025. If you look at the bottom right-hand corner of the case summary page, that typically is when the court updates the docket. They are two responses. Response to court's order regarding sealed documents, and a second response to the court's order regarding sealed documents. Doesn't say which is from the plaintiff, which is from the defense. What we can glean from this information on the case summary page is that these are public records. We know that because unlike the many documents that are sealed on the case, you'll see little lock and key icons next to them. That tells you that's a sealed document. These two documents have a PDF icon on them. Now, it is the morning of the 21st of August. These documents still do not appear on the public docket. Indeed, it wasn't until the 20th that it was noted that both parties, it appears, filed their responses, and they appeared to wait up until the very end. And in my opinion that I give under the First Amendment, this will now elongate the process than, for example, if they would have filed these two responses a little bit sooner. And I continue to give my First Amendment speech, opinions, complete speculation here, complete opinions. But it was the state of Idaho and the defense that filed motion after motion to seal documents, and at times they filed stipulations, which were agreements to seal documents. None of the judges involved in this case, sua sponte, on their own, sealed anything. It wasn't Judge Marshall, it wasn't Judge, and it wasn't Judge Hippler who sealed a document on their own. It was on a motion from the state or the defense. And I will submit respectfully that they both knew, they were on notice, that there would be some effort to unseal these documents, being that on July 2nd, when Mr. Kohberger pled guilty, as he did, to the 5 serious charges, thereby canceling the jury trial, that this day would be coming. So it just appears that it's taking quite a long time for even one document to be unsealed in the case. Because if you look at the docket, not one has been unsealed as of yet. Presumably, Judge Hippler will now need to look at these responses and then make a determination of what to unseal, if anything, from the Idaho versus Kohberger case that continues to remain largely sealed from public disclosure more than a month and a half after he pled guilty and the jury trial was canceled. We will continue to monitor the docket for these responses. When they hit the docket, we will advise you. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.